Do you love NASCAR and racing nostalgia? Of course you do. We're going to talk about that in 6 seconds. Happy Thanksgiving, race fans. Episode 2. Let's call it episode 1. No one saw episode. Let's call this episode 1 because nobody actually saw episode 1. Memorabilia show. So I've already given the disclaimers, but I'm going to give them again. Make no guarantees on the authenticity of these things. These are just things I find online, and think of this as like Pawn Stars for NASCAR. Like, I love memorabilia. I love this kind of stuff. Mostly old race used things, especially old ones, nostalgic stuff, the stuff that scratches that nostalgia itch. I can't afford to buy it all, so I'm hoping to put you guys on some of it. And the last episode we did, it didn't do so hot, but these things take time, so we're going to do another one. And the first item on that list is a Firesuit signed by Jack Sprague, worn by Jack Sprague, and what the auction says was the 1997 season. Well, Jack Sprague won the Truck Series Championship in 97. He won in 97, 99, and 01. Jack Sprague is a NASCAR legend, but he's definitely a Truck Series GOAT. I mean, he's one of the greatest of the Truck Series. Drove for Hendrick Motorsports, mostly in the Quaker State-sponsored number 24 truck. When I think Jack Sprague, I think back to when he was rivals with Greg Biffle. And he was not, if you weren't there to see this, he wasn't, the rivalry with him and Greg Biffle was not like Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon. It was more like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch. They were not friends, but it was fun to watch. So he has 192 top 10s in the Truck Series and 28 wins. Like I said, GOAT level stuff. He ran his last Truck Series race at the season-ending Ford 200 Homestead Miami Speedway in 2008. And this Firesuit it says it's the 97. In the picture you see here, it looks like it's the exact same Firesuit. I'm assuming that it is the exact same Firesuit. Signed by him, and I'm telling you now, if this thing doesn't get scooped up soon, it's going to live right here. I'm telling you, I want this thing. It's buy it now or best offer auction on eBay. Price is $825. Item number 2. So if you've watched any of this channel, you've seen lots of stuff on the haulers. That's because that's what I do for a living. I drive the haulers. So the next item is actually the hauler doors from JGR. You buy the auction, or you win the auction, or you buy it now, you get one door. I think the choices are the 11, the 19, the 20. Joe Gibbs Racing. And these are the sliding doors at the back of the hauler. It's kind of a unique item. I'm not sure what I would do with it, but somebody might find some use for it, find it a cool addition or a unique addition to their collection of memorabilia. Obviously, JGR is a multi-time champion team, the 11 team notwithstanding. The 18 team has won a couple championships. Actually, 18 team has won 3 championships. The 20 team has won some championships with Tony Stewart. And this is the branded doors for the back of their hauler. Unique. I'm not sure what you do with it, but it is available. You can own one of them for $175 or best offer. It's not a bad deal if you want some unique item for your trophy case. $175 is not terrible. There's a lot of less unique memorabilia out there for way more money. Okay, number 3, 2016 championship season. Pretty important year. 2016 was the year that Jimmy Johnson tied Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, winning his 7th NASCAR Cup Series championship. It doesn't get that is the pinnacle of the sport. Only 3 guys, I just named them, have done this. Nobody else has even come close. I think Jeff Gordon's the closest with 5. This was the only championship Jimmy Johnson won in the current playoff format. He won all 7 of his championships under the Nextel/Sprint banner. He didn't win any Monster Energy or the current NASCAR Cup Series or Winston Cup. He didn't win any of those. All 7 in a pretty quick succession. He won his first championship in 2005, and then he won his last one 2016. 7 championships in 11 years. This is the champagne bottle from Victory Lane. I'm sure you've seen, if you've watched any racing at all, you see that when they have the Victory Lane celebration, they have these big champagne bottles. They'll usually pop one and shake it up and spray everybody with it. Not every bottle gets sprayed, and some people grab up those bottles. Pit crew members, team members, media members, whoever happens to be down there will grab up these bottles, and they will occasionally come up for sale. This one is. And if you want a Victory Lane champagne bottle, I can't imagine one from a bigger Victory Lane celebration than Jimmy Johnson's 7th championship, unless you can manage to find one from Dale Earnhardt's 7th championship. Good luck. I don't even know. I'm sure they had them when Richard Petty won his 7th championship. I doubt any of them still exist. So considering the magnitude of what you're trying to own here, $449.99 is not a bad deal. Or best offer. That's not a horrible deal for something like this magnitude. This is practically like having a piece of his trophy for his 7th championship. Something like this, I've seen them around. I'm not going to say they don't ever come available, but they're not very readily available. They're out there, but you're not going to find them very often. Once again, we're going to save the best for last. Item number 4. Well, I just mentioned Richard Petty. This is from the 1982 season. Just like the last episode I did of this 1982 season, I had a crew shirt from Bobby Allison's Die Guard crew. Well, this is a crew shirt from Richard Petty's crew from 1982. As far as crew shirts goes, I've always wanted a Richard Petty crew shirt, especially from the 80s. There's really cool colored, STP colored shirts on my wall. I think it would look great back there. However, this was way out of my range as far as price goes. And it probably won't come up any cheaper than this. I don't see them that often. I think this is only the second time I've ever seen a crew shirt from the Petty Enterprises crew. So Richard Petty went winless in 1982. However, we're still talking about the king here. We're still talking about his time with Petty Enterprises. This is not a shirt from the Curb Racing days. This is a Petty Enterprise Racing crew shirt from 1982. Moving on to the last item. Davey Allison, Hall of Famer. He won 2 races in 1990, and I doubt you'll see another piece like this ever again. I've never seen one of these. I've only seen a couple of Davey Allison pieces ever, let alone one from this year. This was the only year he ran this paint scheme. He ran my personal all-time favorite paint scheme of any race car ever was Davey Allison's 1987, 88, and 89 paint scheme. This was the year after that. 1990, they ran a little bit different. They went to the black scheme with the gold lettering, with the gold numbers. And this is a piece from that race car. I've never seen another one available. I'm not saying you won't ever see another one available, but you probably won't ever see another one available. This one is got a price tag of $7,200. That sounds kind of steep. Again, I doubt you'll see another one like this ever. I mean, odds are you won't ever see another one like this again. If I had that kind of cash, I would definitely put it on my wall. I do not. Hopefully somebody out there watching this does. Davey Allison's a Hall of Famer. He came so close to winning the championship in 1992. Bristol and Charlotte were the 2 wins he scored in 1990. But he scored 19 career wins total, including the 1992 Daytona 500. It's unfortunate his life got cut short in 1993. Who knows what the record books would look like had he not been killed. That's the last item I got for today. I would like to start ending these episodes in a piece of my own memorabilia. What you're seeing right now is the side from my team's race car at the season-ending race in Phoenix 2022. Driver was Armani Williams. Young man started 1 race for us last year. I just thought it was a really cool race car, and we crashed out early. And this was about the only piece on the race car that was still straight. But it was a good-looking race car. And I had a choice. When I went to the team owner at the end of the season last year, I wanted a piece off one of our race cars that I hauled. And I thought this was the best-looking one. So that's the one that is parked on my wall, and I am the proud owner of such. So that's one piece that we'll end this episode with. And hopefully in the future, we'll end all the episodes with some piece of memorabilia that I own. I've got plenty. I could keep myself busy here for a while with just one piece if I went one piece at a time. Anyhow, that's all I got. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who watched this before Thanksgiving. And thank you for watching.